Continuation with my Academy Award reviews. My last one I did was No Country for Old Men. So 2008 Best Picture winner, Slumdog Millionaire, which is a Danny Boyle film starring Dev Patel, who plays Jamal Malik. Jamal Malik is someone that is being interrogated because he's on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he seems to know all the questions. Did he cheat? Is it destination? What is it? And that is what we as viewers are trying to figure out as the film progresses. This is a film that took the Oscars by storm when it came out in 2008. It won, I believe it was 8 Oscars, including Best Director, Best Picture, Best Score. The score for this film is incredible, I do have to say. The editing style is also very unique. They utilize a lot of handheld camera, and it works with the charm. Danny Boyle, I am a big fan of. I love 28 Days Later. I love Trance, which is my opinion. It's very obscure, so check it out. It's great. Sunshine, Trainspotting. He's a really good director. I like him. So to see him win Best Director for this movie, I wasn't saddened. I liked that he won Best Director for this film. This is a crowd-pleasing film that also happens to have a lot of artistic merits to it with, as I mentioned, the editing, the sound, and also just with the cultural impact that this film has, because it feels like a Bollywood film, but it's done by a British director. So it's a very interesting thing that a British director knows how to fall into Bollywood tropes, but making it fresh for American audiences in a good way. Because Slumdog Millionaire, when you think about it, it is very simple. It is kind of like the Bollywood version of almost like Rocky. But it's so well directed, it's so gripping to watch, and so crowd pleasing and just smile inducing that you can't help but get caught up with the film and just how everything works in it. I like Slumdog Millionaire. I really do. It is a well done film. It is exhilarating to watch. It's very fast paced, and it knows its audience. It knows that it can reach a mainstream audience whilst at the same time reaching, art house members. I liked it. I liked that a film can do that, and that's why I'm glad it won Best Picture. Slumdog Millionaire, as far as negatives go, I would say that as well paced as the film is, there are a couple scenes in the middle where it's kind of like finding its footing, but when it finds its footing again, it's great. I also think that the story it's pretty predictable. As much as I love the story, it is very predictable. But I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. But if someone's like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't like Slumdog Millionaire because of that," I'd be like, oh, "Okay, I understand." Especially if people don't really know much about film and they're saying that, it's like, okay, it's understandable. But for someone like me that understands the way film works, again, not to pat myself in the back and be pretentious, but as someone who knows how film works and also just can also be entertained by films, I can appreciate both sides of people that enjoy Slumdog Millionaire. And for me, Slumdog Millionaire, I'll be giving it personally a 4.5 out of 5-star rating. Or for those that like a letter grade, aka hot sauce grade, Tabasco. I was going to give it a 4.75, and honestly, I go back and forth between the ratings of either 4.5 or 4.75 for this movie. But I feel as though I need to be realistic with the rating. And I figured 4.5 out of 5 was realistic. Does it deserve Best Picture? That's usually what I do with all my Best Picture reviews, for those who don't know. I don't know, because I love The Dark Knight, which didn't even get nominated. I love Revolutionary Road and Curious Case of Benjamin Button. And I just don't know. I don't know, because I feel as though Slumdog Millionaire is great, but there are so many good films that year, but just not Academy Award nominated films, because The Reader and Milk I both thought didn't deserve to get nominated. Frost Nixon was good, but again, not Best Picture worthy in my opinion. So I don't know. It's just one of those films. I don't know if it deserved Best Picture. I don't look back at it and say that was the worst decision for a Best Picture movie. But at the same time, I'm not like, yep, one of the best picture winners ever. But so I'm indifferent. I'm fine that it won Best Picture, but I can also understand why someone would be like, no. But I also want a counter argument to hear, because if you think a film should win Best Picture, then what do you think should have won Best Picture? So that's just my whole thing. But anyways, enough of the rant. Slumdog Millionaire. Did you like it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget subscription, the notification bell, and stay tuned for my next Academy Award film, which will be The Hurt Locker. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys later.